Issues with Matt Lane. Weekday afternoon.
WGNS, your good neighbor station.
Rutherford County's place to talk. Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. MTE's Plugged In podcast focuses on the world of electric vehicles. Stay up to date on the EV world, hear interviews with experts, and more. Listen on your favorite podcast platform or visit mte.com/pluggedin. We're talking with James Price of the Better Business Bureau here today, and springtime here, beautiful weather. Kind of, want to visit the outdoor office times like this, right?
Yeah, and we tried to visit the outdoor office, last Saturday for Shred Day.
So you were telling me there were some interesting things that happened at Shred Day.
Yeah, so first thing we got to do is we've been trying to apologize to everybody. We have not, we've been doing this for 10 plus more years every week. And so the bottom line, we were up there all set up, ready to go, and Shred Trucks didn't show up. And we actually had this event scheduled in 3 cities for the day here, Lebanon and up in Clarksville. Same shred company, none of them showed up. And so we've been apologizing to everybody. I didn't know what to do. We couldn't take people to shred stuff because, it's all, proprietary. So, so we just, Greenhouse Ministries and Habitat for Humanity wanted to thank everybody because they did fill their truck up. People still came and gave stuff for them. So we don't know when it's going to get rescheduled yet. There's a lot of logistics that went into that event. It was probably 4 months or more in the making, and we just can't turn around and do it the next weekend. But some good news on this. You can search on Google and the Chamber of Commerce for down in Shelbyville. They're having a shred day this weekend, so go to Shelbyville's Chamber of Commerce website, and you can get some more details there. And then there's one that happens every Tuesday over in Franklin. So if you happen to get over that way and do it, I realize that doesn't help for the people in Murfreesboro. They weren't planning on going to Franklin or Shelbyville, but there's just a couple solutions. So I do know the one in Shelbyville, they're limiting it to like 2 bags or 2 boxes. So, and I'm not quite sure about the one over in Franklin. I think if you have a bigger amount of stuff, they want you to call them first. So, so we just apologize. I don't know what else to say. We were ready to go. And just
It's never happened before.
No.
This has been like, 2 decades we've had a shred event for the BBB? Yeah. Man.
Yeah. I'm a loss for words. I just don't know what to say, And the biggest thing is the people that were disappointed that came out, So, we'll see what happens going from here.
Yeah. Well, try again sometime soon, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, and today we're going to talk a little bit about these free trial offers, and we need to be cautious about signing up for those, right?
Oh, yeah. The bottom line here is I'm kind of scared of any free trial offer, to tell you the truth. I don't really... there probably are some good ones out there that give you that free trial, but I guess the bad ones really give the good ones a bad name. They're extremely popular for marketing, and it's a tactic that people are successful with, or else they wouldn't keep doing them. And there are some of them that are rooted right here in Middle Tennessee. There's a company that has an address in Smyrna who we have issues with on BBB. Really, when you go to these online things, the consumers have no way to touch the product or see the product or experience it. That way, it's really a win-win for the sellers and the buyers on the free trial. But consumers can get to try before they buy. But again, the sellers need to cultivate an interest in their product and get things going. That being said, there are some ways to take advantage of free trial offers, and there's things to look out for. So when you see one, most likely you're going to see them via email or text. Although I did see a few in my mailbox this last week. A new meat company, hey, free trial offer. Here's your coupons, $120 off. I don't know anything about the company, but I just happened to see it, coming through the mail. So review the sign-up form and look for pre-check boxes. This is a really big deal. It's because if you sign up for a free online offer and the boxes have been checked, you're basically allowing that company to send you more stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's a biggie too. I'll always check, because usually if I'm signing up or doing any form like this, they always check, subscribe to our emails, and then they send 2 or 3 a day, it seems like. So I'm always very cautious of that one.
Right. And then we're back to the thing about, you don't want to unsubscribe because you might be giving the scammers your email address, but then again, you may already have through your offer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, you don't want to do something that's going to give that company a green light as far as the government says. Well, no, you checked the box and you signed up for it, so, you don't have a leg to stand on. Mark your calendar. Your free trial offer probably has a time limit. Once it passes, you haven't canceled the order, you may be on the hook for more products. And keep the cancellation date in your calendar. The other thing I see is some of these companies, you sign up for a free trial offer, and then they say, we'll send you stuff so often after that. And what's really ironic is they send you the free trial offer, and sometimes they'll even include your first paid offer in with the free trial offer. And then you see a couple $100 charge in your credit card, and you're going, whoa, wait, and then what happens is they might have a return date that says, okay, well, you have to return it by the 10th. And so when you get that, it may be past your return date before you actually get the product. And so you have to watch out for those too, because, you didn't tell us in time, so you're going to get charged with the next month, Always review your credit and debit card statements. This will help you know immediately if you're being charged for something you didn't order. Most likely they're going to charge your credit card before you see the product arrive, if you see the product arrive.
Yeah. Big if sometimes, isn't it?
If you see charges you disagree with, contact the company directly to sort it out, or call your credit card company to dispute the charge. If that doesn't work, ask the credit card company to reverse the charge because you didn't actively order that additional merchandise. Mm-hmm. So again, credit card. Don't use a gift card. How often we say that? Just gift cards are good for certain things, but if you're gonna go get fuel points, get the gift card, go to the restaurant. Hey, that's really good, but know where you're getting gift cards from and who you're giving them to. Mm-hmm. Research the company online. See what other people say about the company free trials and its service. The Federal Trade Commission points out that complaints from the other customers can tip you off to catches that might become, before the trial. So
I would take that Smyrna company is on the BBB's website that you mentioned a second ago that we've had some issues with.
And they have an F.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that'd be a good tip right there.
You got to remember that any company that has less than a B- with BBB, they've had an issue. A new company with no issues, and they've been open 6 months or more, they're probably going to have an AA- if they've had no issues. But if a company if they're down in a B or B-, there's smoke somewhere. They may be resolving an issue, but if you get down to C and D or
F.
The F, there's issues. A lot of times BBB is given new business the benefit of the doubt. Hey, you've been in business 6 months, you haven't had any issues. Hey, could be really good business. You might, if they're not accredited, you might still have some research to do. But even if they are accredited, you should do some research. But it should just make you feel good that if they have an A, then if they're accredited. Mm-hmm. Find the terms and conditions for the offer. It could be in small print. If you've heard the offer through a TV or radio or a print ad, the company still should provide details on the website as many scam tracker reports show, you shouldn't sign up if you can't find the terms or conditions or understand exactly what you're agreeing to. And that's another thing with BBB accredited businesses. One of the criteria they have is they have to have some kind of, what's their policy if something goes wrong? And BBB holds them accountable for that when they come to BBB and seek their accreditation. Always protect your personal information online when you sign up for free trial offers or any kind of offers. Just don't give your personal information out. And that includes just basic information, of course, your credit card number. So before you hand over your information, review the site's privacy policy and ensure the website is secure, which means they have that little S after the HTTP, or there's a lock icon on the website. Those are two things that you can look at to make sure the website's secure. I know that I've been getting these text messages, and it says they're coming from Lowe's. I don't know if we talked about this before, but they're selling tool cabinets. And you can click on it and you can order this, $500, $600, $2,000 tool cabinet for $70.
Interesting.
But they do have a website on there. When you type the website into the computer, it comes up as a malicious website.
Okay.
So, and of course, when you go down to Lowe's, the people at Lowe's go,
We don't know
no,
anything.
we don't. Yeah, that toolbox is way more expensive than that.
It's interesting that you brought that up. Web browsers are becoming much more sophisticated in that if you tap on, a link, it'll tell you, this could be a malicious website. Do you want to continue and proceed? I've noticed that being built into browsers now, which is a help. That doesn't mean you can just willy-nilly click on things, but at least it does help, I think.
Right. And some of those warnings will come up and say, hey, this website may be malicious. Do you want to continue?
Yeah.
No.
Probably not.
And then if you want to subscribe past the free trial point, understand how to cancel future shipments on those products first. Know the policies of cancellation and pausing your subscriptions. Do you need to respond or cancel by a certain time each month? It's ironic that some of these companies, you come up to cancel like, oh, we just shipped your product. You'll have to cancel next time. And so I can't tell you how many times I've heard that one.
Well, I did want to ask you something. We've kind of a couple of times mentioned, checking BBB's website for accredited businesses and look for their, A, B, whatever, F that they have. There is also a place on there where if there are any complaints, because you mentioned complaints a minute ago, you can see a record of what type of resolution was met on some of those, especially if the BBB was involved?
Oh, absolutely. So if you go to bbb.org and you look up a company, there's two things you can look at. You can look at reviews and you can look at complaints. Now, the difference between the two for the consumer out there is that a complaint is you're making a complaint against a company and you need some kind of action from the company. I want a refund. I want you to fix it. I want something back. Here's my expectation. A review is more of, this is the experience I had. And people can leave a review on a business without ever having paid any money or having any service from them. I mean, an example would be you walk into a restaurant and the maitre d' treats you really bad, and they do things that you would not expect a restaurant to do, just for example.
Yeah.
And so you go, no, I'm leaving. And then you could still go write a review. You might not have eaten there or ordered anything there, but just your experience of walking into the business was what kind of put that out. So watch that. The other thing that's coming up on June 27th, we have a thing this year. It's called the Big Blue Bash. It's going to be at the Wild Horse Saloon up in Nashville. We're going to be celebrating Torch Award winners, Spark Award winners, Students of Integrity Scholarship winners. It's going to be a networking event. Businesses can contact BBB and have a table at the event, show off their products. So it's a big networking event. If you've ever been to the Wild Horse Saloon, it might be a good time to go check it out. If you just want to network or kind of support some of the people who have won these awards. It's a huge opportunity.
Very good. James, appreciate it. Thanks so much. We'll catch you soon.
Awesome day.
You too. James Price of the Better Business Bureau joining us today on Rutherford Issues. A reminder, if you missed any part of our conversation, check the podcast at WGNSradio.com or wherever you listen to audio.
Hello, this is Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. Often when a man